let's begin the Medaka Pond update for this week. I didn't do one for the end of last week. I guess maybe I could start them off on a Tuesdays. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna release these. But if you recall from my shorts, I broke down this pond over a week ago, and now it's been left to its own devices, and we have a bunch of little baby fry. So I need to actually get the airline back up on this, or I need to get all these fish out of here. One of the two things has to happen. But today I'm just gonna go over a quick little update about the fish and how they're doing. So let's begin. If you haven't been following along for the last week, this will be a quick recap. I do recommend watching the previous whole recap that I did with all the reels or the shorts or whatever they're called, the stories on Instagram. But 8 27-gallon tubs. It's where I house the majority of the Medaka. These are all the different types that I have. I have Kohaku lame. They're all hanging out right here. Check it out. I never do this. I can't get a good read on that. I wonder if it's because of the sun. I don't know. Then I have the kamashi. I don't know how you pronounce it. But they're doing pretty well in here. I also have a small batch of fry in there. These are the kamashi fry. I need to move these over to a bigger pond. Next up is the Kohaku taigaiku. I've got like 3 different batches of fish that are growing out. So they've been pretty good at breeding. The kamashi fish actually ate a bunch of their fish, their fry, when we had a huge rainstorm last week. It knocked over the canopy and caused some damage. So the kamashi colony is starting over. But the Kohaku taigaiku is doing pretty good. Won't tap to focus, whatever. Here are the black Miyuki pond. I actually lost one of these a couple days ago, which is unfortunate. I'm assuming it's because of maybe not enough food, maybe too much competition. I don't really know, but I'll be doing a water change on this pond today. But yeah, they're doing a pretty good job. They haven't produced any eggs. Hopefully they do something soon. This is the mixed Medaka Pond. I need to clear out some of the Salvinia minima so that I could actually see the fish. So I'm gonna do that. This is the red tiger pond. Originally, I'm not as big of a fan of these as I originally was, but they have been pretty good to me. They've produced a nice colony of fish. They're a few months old now, and I also have some fry over here. So, yeah. Originally, I started with like 8 of them. I think I got some old fish because they slowly died over time. And yeah, that was, I don't know. At first, I thought it was just poisoning from the container that they were previously in. But yeah, after I moved them into this pond, they still died. Then I think the next theory that I have is that there was an odd ratio of males to females, and there might have been some aggressiveness there. But my main theory is that they were already pretty old. They didn't really produce much eggs, or they just didn't acclimate well to my water. And the new fish definitely have acclimated a lot better to the water. I need to separate them out. Separate the smaller guys out, put them into another pond. But for the most part, yeah, these are the red tigers. I'm gonna add a little bit of food for them. How do people record their fish? You know, I even bought a filter for the camera, but I don't think it does anything. These are the red king glitter. I don't know if they're called something else. Or like red glitter king. I don't know. Red glitter king sounds better than red king glitter, but I'm not the one that named it. But these guys have been with me since the beginning. They're one of the first fish that I got, and they've been prolific. I have a small colony of them going. They've actually also been very destructive towards their own species, and the first colony I had, one of these fish jumped in here and ate all the fry. So I don't expect any like fry to survive if they do hatch. So I tend to take out the eggs pretty regularly, but they've slowed down since I've gotten them, so maybe they're coming to that age where they're no longer breeding as prolifically. I don't know. Lots of plants, lots of stuff for everyone here, so Red King Glitter. The next set of fish is my favorite, the Wazumi. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a shot. Gave him this micro pellet food so that they'll kind of stay towards the top, so I can get some shots of it. I have one colony of these going, and I think I have over 30 fry in that colony, so very happy about that. And they're still producing eggs, so I can't complain. But yeah, for the most part, that's my Medaka collection. The Wazumis are my favorite. And then I don't have a second favorite, third favorite, whatever. I really like the Kohaku and the kamashi lines as well, but Wazumis are my favorite. I don't know why, it's just a cute name too. And these are short fin, which I want long fin ones. But the world's not Burger King. Can't just have it my way, can I? This is kind of the fun pond, I guess. Actually need to add some more water to it. But this pond came about because I threw what I thought were moldy eggs into, I thought they were done. But honestly, these fish have grown the biggest out of all the fish that I most recently hatched. Like, these fish are definitely younger than some of the Wazumis, and the Wazumis are small. So I don't know why these grew a lot better than the other ones, but it's just kind of like a mixed pond. I don't really remember what all was in here, but yeah, it's kind of a mix. It's got a little solar pump. Also, it looks like a face. Top part looks like a face. This pond is a resetup of the red tiger pond before I moved him into the 27-gallon tub. I also removed all the lily pads, the lotus plants, whatever they're called. I out of the tubs because they became too much of a hassle and they weren't going to get enough sunlight. So we put them in here. This is probably where the lotus plant is going to go. Nymphaea is going to go into once I remove it out of the other pond. But I also threw what I thought were old eggs in here, and I've got little fries in here. So just kind of these extra ponds are more or less just experiments with no real thought into what happens. The eggs look bad. If the eggs look bad, I'm gonna throw them in a pond and have a Hail Mary or whatever. I don't know. I think it's the green water definitely helps. And this is the most recent expansion of all the ponds. I got these last week, and I put the fish in here yesterday. So I got the Wazumis, Red King Glitter, Red Tigers, and these are the Kohaku Taigaiku. I just moved these in here. There's nothing in that one yet. Don't really know what I'm gonna put over there yet, but these are all the grow out ponds. So as soon as the fish hatch, I guess just throw them in here, right? I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google some stuff. But that is the overall pond update. Yeah, that's all I got for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.